Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I will be using another new Ultra League team. We actually tried out Typhlosion because it was getting hyped by other YouTubers and it was actually pretty strong. So please watch to the end to see these battles, and with that being said, let's get on with today's video. So guys, the first battle actually got cut out because I don't know what happened. I guess it just wasn't recording. But for the second round, my opponent's first Pokemon is actually a Gardevoir. So we actually do get that fast tapping clutch. Our Togekiss does have a Ancient Power loaded up. That is a Rock type move. He does swap out to a Gengar, so I will actually swap out to my Scizor. Since Gengar is a Ghost and Poison type Pokemon, he will be vulnerable to Dark type moves like my Scizor. Since Scizor does have Night Slash, both of our fast moves will do neutral damage. He actually does not shield this Night Slash, allowing me to one-shot his Gengar actually. Yeah, so he subs up to his final Pokemon, which is Houndoom, and now as you guys will see here, Typhlosion actually clutches the win because of how fast his new move Incinerate is. So as you guys know, Houndoom is a fire and dark type Pokemon, meaning fire will do double super effective damage against my Scizor, since fire is super effective against both bug types and metal types. So both of us, our fire types, will do not very effective damage against each other, but he does have no more shields, and then I will get this Blast Brain off that will finally faint him. This Blast Brain did so much damage, and Incinerate does so much damage. You guys will see that Incinerate is such a slow move, but it takes three fast attacks to get to that Blast Brain. But yeah, I end up winning the second round. Good game to my opponent. For the third round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Lucario. So this is a pretty good start for us, since Lucario will do not very effective damage, while I will do lots of neutral damage. So he does swap out to his own Typhlosion. I decided to stick to the one-on-one since I do have that Ancient Power. If I do get that Ancient Power off, it will do super effective damage, since Rock types are super effective against fire types. I will also have a chance to get that attack and defense buff. So I am down one shield, since I did have to shield that Blast Brain. That would have done so much damage. Blast Brain is such a strong move. That's why it made Pokemon like Typhlosion and Charizard super strong. So, but he did actually shield that Ancient Power. I will again shield this using, that was my last shield actually, and it was another Blast Brain. I will decide to stick it up once again. I will let my Togekiss actually go down because he is pretty low, and I will swap out to my own Typhlosion and get ahead on energy. Okay, so he does use another Blast Burn. He actually uses Blast Burn. When I was changing my fast moves, I actually thought that you had to use an Elite TM, but it was only a fast TM. Maybe that's why he's using Shadow Claw for his Typhlosion. But he swaps out to his second Pokemon, which is Lucario. So this is really good. From this, you'll see that since he swapped out to a Pokemon that Typhlosion counters, like Lucario, since fire is super effective against metal types, that means that he does have a Pokemon in the back, and that's Gardevoir. So my Typhlosion counters both of his Pokemon. My Scizor also does counter this Gardevoir, since Gardevoir is a poison Gardevoir is a psychic and fairy type Pokemon, meaning fairy type attacks do not very effective damage against fire types, and metal types are super effective against fairy types. That's why Scizor took it down so easily. So this Night Slash will go through, doing not very effective damage. I also got the attack buff right there, so that was really good. I won't actually shield this because it will probably a power up punch, and I actually don't have any shields anyway, so it was a Aura Sphere. My Typhlosion could come in and finish him off, allowing me to get that third round win. Good game to my opponent. Alright guys, for the 4th round, my opponent's base Pokemon is a Blissey. So Blissey, I've seen Blissey like a few times, like twice in the Ultra League. I don't know why people are using it. Blissey did actually win the one-on-one against this Togekiss because of its health and defense on that Blissey. His Dazzling Gleam also does a good amount of damage. But my Togekiss's Charm does as much as Blissey's Pound, so he actually does not shield that, which is pretty sad. So I do get that Blissey halfway. I won't actually shield here since it would be a waste. So his move was a Dazzling Gleam that did some pretty good neutral damage. I do end up getting into the red zone for health. I will throw in the Ancient Power right here. This will do some, as you guys saw from that first Ancient Power, it barely did any damage because of that health. So I will just go for the farm down. I'm not gonna swap out to anything. It will probably be a waste. Oh man, he was 1 HP. Oh, so I will swap out to that Scizor as a safe swap. If he does have a fire type, oh man. He does have a fire type Pokemon, so I will swap out to my Typhlosion. If he does have a Swampert, I actually lose. So he does have a Togekiss. So this is really good for us since I counted his fairy type moves. This Blast Burn, if it does go through, it will do so much neutral damage. That's one shielder here. I think Blast Burn will actually one-shot. Guys, for the first Blast Burn you'll use is three shots with Incinerate and then 2 shots. That's super OP with Blast Burn as well, since Blast Burn is super strong. So he ends up not shielding that Togekiss, allowing me to feint it. So he does swap out to his Charizard once again. This probably will be a Dragon Claw that will do neutral damage. My Typhlosion has another Blast Burn. I will throw that in. He does have a shield. Will most likely shield right here. If my Typhlosion dies right here, then I lose because my Scizor is vulnerable to that fire type move. So I do have to throw in the shield right here, throwing in another Blast Burn. This will do so much damage, even if fire does not very effective damage against fire. Well, guys, we'll see how much damage this actually does. Yeah, but I recommend if you are gonna use double moves. Oof, it did half health on his Charizard. It didn't actually faint, but my Scizor can come in since it has a good amount of health and farm him down with that fast move, allowing me to get that 4th round win. But yeah, guys, good game to my opponent. Alright guys, for the 5th and final round, we get another good matchup with a Sceptile. So I actually do counter all of his Dragon Trudge moves. His Grass type fast moves and his Flying type fast moves will do neutral damage. So he does swap out into a Gyarados with Waterfall. His Crunch will do not very effective damage. His Twister will do not very effective damage, and Aqua Tail will do neutral. Those are his most common movesets when I fight these types of Gyaradoses. So he did shield that Ancient Power, so I will mirror his shields and shield here. It was only a Crunch. So Crunch is a Dark type move. Dark types are not very effective against Fairy types. And he does swap out into a Charizard, which is totally fine because I will swap out to that Typhlosion. It is deadly. So he will probably shield this my Ancient Power since he doesn't know that it is an Ancient Power. It will do double super effective damage since Ancient Power is a Rock type move, and Rock is super effective against both Fire and Flying types. So I do swap out to my Typhlosion. 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit, and my Blast Burn is up. So I will actually not shield any. Blast Burn and Dragon Claw will do not so much damage. Yeah, but Typhlosion has a really good attack stat, and its defense and health are also not bad. So it could go against like Pokemon that will do super effective damage and do a good amount of damage before it actually does go down. So I do get this Blast Burn off. This will do again so much damage that it actually feints the the Charizard right there, and I actually do get another Blast Rain for his Sceptile. It will one-shot him, one-shot. Since Sceptile is a grass type Pokemon, fire types are super effective against grass types, allowing me to get that 5th round win. Good game to my opponent. So guys, this will actually be the end of today's video. Please consider dropping a like, subscribing, and turning on post notifications. I'm super close to 50 subscribers. So yeah, please be sure to check out my other videos, my other Ultra League videos, and with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next video.